Now, boys, we have to discuss type 2. That type 2 contains integral dx, integral px plus q dx by ax square plus bx plus c, or integral px plus q dx divided by root over ax square plus bx plus c. Now, in type 2, we have a linear function. We have a linear function in numerator, and in denominator we have a quadratic function. Linear by quadratic. Linear by root quadratic. Now, to solve such types, we have to express always the numerator as derivative of numerator is equal to, say here we can write numerator as n power r is equal to L into denominator plus m into ddx of denominator. This is the actual rule which we have to follow, and after applying this rule we will try to find out the value of L as well as m, and then by putting this value here L and m we will get the numerator expressed in this term, and then we will try to solve the integral. But this technique, if you apply, that technique will take too much time. So that's why I am trying to explain a new technique with the help of which you can easily as well as quickly solve this problem. But for applying that technique, you must keep in mind the differentiation of denominator. Yes, the differentiation of denominator. Say, let us take an example. I is equal to integral 2x plus 3dx by 6x square minus 5x minus 1. Now, to solve this problem, we have a linear function in numerator and a quadratic function in denominator. Now, if we keep in mind or take it into account, we will have 12x minus 5 as the differentiation of denominator. 6x square, that is 12x minus 5. So now this is the differentiation of denominator. Now we will try to take this 12x minus 5 in numerator. But there is a restriction. What restriction? Do not add variable. Do not add variable. You can't add variable to match it with 12x. That is, if we have 2x, do not try to add 10x and then subtract 10x so that you will get 12x. No, you can't do. Do not add. You can add constant. So what to do? How to match it with? So to match it with 12x minus 5, we will take the help of multiplication. Now, if we multiply this 2 by 6, we will have 12x. So if you are going to multiply it, you have to divide it also. So what happens? This is equal to integral 6 into 2x plus 3 dx by 6 into 6x square minus 5x minus 1. Our first work is with numerator. That numerator must contains the differentiation of denominator. Now for that, we have multiplied it with 6. Now this becomes what? That is 1 by 6 integral 12x plus 18 dx divided by what? That is 6x square minus 5x minus 1. Now we have 12x. Now together with 12x, what we need? We need minus 5. So for that, we should subtract here 5 and add 5. Now for that, what we will have? That is 1 by 6 integral 12x minus 5 and then plus 13. Why plus 13? Plus 23. Not 13, plus 23, because we have plus 18. So if we subtract minus 5, we have to add plus 5. So 18 plus 5 is 23 and divided by 6x square minus 5x minus 1 dx. So this result you are getting. Now after getting this result, this differentiation part as well as this quadratic part should be kept in one integral. So what happens? This becomes 1 by 6 integral 12x minus 5 by 6x square minus 5x minus 1 dx. This one is the first integral. And then plus 1 by 6 integral 23 dx, that's the second one, by here 6x square minus 5x minus 1. So this one is the first integral, this one is the second integral. Now we should take it as I1 then plus I2. If here minus sign, we will take I1 minus I2. That will depend on the problem. Now I1 and I2, there are two integrals. We will try to integrate the two separately. Now how to integrate? Therefore, I1 is equal to, now I1 is equal to, that is 1 by 6 integral 12x minus 5 dx by 6x square minus 5x minus 1. So let 6x square minus 5x minus 1 is equal to z. So you will get 12x minus 5 dx as dz. So therefore I1 becomes, I1 is equal to 1 by 6 integral dz by, that is z. And dz by z is what? Log mod z. 1 by 6 log mod z. And the value of z is what? 1 by 6 log mod 6x square minus 5x minus 1. So boys, do not try to put constant c here. We will add constant c's in the last stage. Here maybe you can write C1 plus C1, you can write plus C2 for I2, you can write, and then C1 and C2 when merged together it becomes plus C. So you can write here this one is number 2, and say this one is number 1. I1 plus I2 is number 1 and this one is number 2, the value of I1. Now we will try to find out the value of I2. I2 is equal to I2 is equal to 23 by 6 integral dx by 6x square minus 5x minus 1. You can see we can take 23 out, it becomes 23 by 6 and dx by, now this is type 1. Type 1 means we have dx that is free from any variable, and in denominator we have a quadratic expression. So we will try to release this x square with any constant. So this 6 to be taken out. So what happens? This is equal to 23 by 36 integral dx by, that is x square minus 5x by 6 minus 1 by 6. So if you have taken 6 common, it becomes x square minus 5x by 6 minus 1 by 6. So you have written here. Now we will try to make it a perfect square. So what happens? 23 by 36 integral dx by, you can make it as a perfect square, x square minus 2 into 5 by 12 into x plus 25 by 144, then minus 25 by 144, and then minus 1 by 6. This thing you can write. So now what happens? After writing this, you can write, that is, this is equal to 23 by 36 integral dx by, here you will have x minus 5 by 12 whole square, and then if you take minus common, you will get minus common, that is 25 plus 6 2 ja, and then 6 4 ja, 24 by 144. So this result you are getting. So finally you will get 23 by 36 integral dx by, that is x minus 5 by 12 whole square minus 49 by 144. This result you are getting. Now we know that this is a formula, but do not apply formula directly, what I have told you earlier. So what to do here in this case? Here we will try to take x minus 5 by 12 as t, Boys, remember you can't take z here because once you have taken z and integrated I1, so you should choose some other variable. So dx is equal to what? Dt. Now therefore I2 is equal to, that is 23 by 36 integral dt by t square minus 25 by 12 whole square. So this formula you are getting. Now what happens? This is equal to 23 by 36 into 1 by 2a. 1 by 2a must be here. 2 into 25 by 12 log mod, that is x minus a by x plus a. So what happens? T minus 25 by 12 divided by t plus 25 by 12. And plus c do not mention here because we will try to write plus c directly at the last stage. So now what happens? This 2 cancels this 12 as 6. 6 cancels this 36 as 6. So now what happens? 6 into 25, that is 150. So 23 by 150, you can write here 23 by 150. This is equal to 23 by 150 log mod. Now you can take LCM. It becomes 12t minus 25. And the LCM in denominator, that cancels out from both. So here you will get 12t plus 25. And now put down the value of t, what you have assumed, x minus 5 by 12. So once you put the value of t here, you will get 23 by 150, 150 log mod, that 12 into x minus 5 by 12, you are getting here minus 25 by 12 into x minus 5 by 12 plus 25. This result you are getting. Now finally you will have, if you multiply it by 12, you will get 12x minus 5, and minus 5 minus 25, this becomes minus 30, and here you will get 12x plus 20. So you will get 23 by 150 log mod 12x minus 30 divided by 12x plus 20. Now you can take 2 common and you can cancel out 2. You can take 2 common in numerator as well as in denominator because 4 is not common here. So you have 23 by 150 log mod, that is 6x minus 15 divided by 6x plus 10. So this is your number 3. This is the value of I2. Now, therefore, I is equal to, you have to write, therefore, I is equal to I1 plus I2. So therefore, I is equal to, you can write 1 by 6 log mod, that is 6x square minus 5x minus 1, and then plus 23 by 150, that is log mod 6x minus 15 by 6x plus 10 mod closed, and then plus c. This plus c must be present in the last step. Must be there. Whether you have written earlier or not, it does not matter. You must show it in the last answer. So here we have type 2. Now one more problem you can take, say integral for type 2, say integral dx 5 minus 2x integral I is equal to integral 5 minus 2x dx by root over, that is 5 plus 4x minus x square. 5 plus 4x minus x square. So say this is I. Here in numerator we have linear and denominator we have quadratic term. So we will try to differentiate this function, this quadratic function, and we will try to find the differentiation of this function. So what happens? Differentiation you can easily understand, it is 4 minus 2x, because differentiation of 5 is 0, 4x is 4, and then x square is minus 2x. So we need 4 minus 2x here. Now what we have? We have 5 minus 2x. What I have told you, that for variable you can't add and subtract. So first of all, check the coefficient with variable, that is minus 2. So minus 2 is here, minus 2 is here. So now this problem is very easy. What you have to do? You have to simply add and subtract the constant. So what happens? This becomes integral 1 plus 4 minus 2x. This 5 to be breaked as 1 plus 4. So 4 minus 2x, you will get the differentiation here, and divided by root over 5 plus 4x minus x square dx. Now break this into integrals. That is integral, the first one becomes dx by root over, that is 5 plus 4x minus x square, and then plus integral 4 minus 2x by, that is 5 plus 4x minus x square dx. Now we take this function as I1, and this one should be taken as I2. I1 and I2. We will try to integrate I1 and I2 separately and put down the value here. This is number 1. Now you see boys, we have taken I1. Therefore, now I1 is equal to, you can write here, I1 is equal to integral dx by root over, that is within radical sign we have minus, so we should take minus common, and in the bracket x square minus 4x minus 5. One more thing you must keep in mind here, that several boys take this minus outside this radical sign. That is a mistake. Never take this minus sign outside the radical sign, because if you are taking it, this means you are just trying to make it imaginary. So never take this minus sign outside this bracket. This minus will be adjusted here. Within radical sign you will adjust the minus. You see how it happens? That is, this is equal to integral dx by root over. Now you see, root over minus in the bracket x square minus 4x. So to adjust it, we have plus 4, then minus 4, then minus 5, so that it becomes a perfect square. Now what happens? That is integral dx by root over, here we have minus x minus 2 whole square, then minus 9, minus 4 minus 5, it becomes minus 9. Now try to open this bracket. Now this minus to be taken over this as well as over this. Now this becomes positive and this becomes negative. So what happens? This is equal to integral dx by root over 9 minus x minus 2 whole square. So this result you are getting. So this minus is adjusted here. Never take this minus out. Never take. This mistake is often boys are doing while solving this type of problems. Now let x minus 2 is equal to z. So dx is equal to dz. Now what you will get? That is, this equals to I1 is equal to integral dz by root over 9 minus z square. So 9 should be written as 3 square minus z square. Now it is of the form your dx by root over a square minus x square. So what about the formula? Therefore I1 is equal to, you can write sine inverse z by 3 and then plus c. Do not write plus c, we will write plus c at last. So what happens? This is equal to sine inverse, put down the value of z. Z is x minus 2. X minus 2 divided by 3. So this is number 2. you have calculated this I1. Now try to calculate this I2. This I2 is equal to, we will take I2 is equal to integral, this integral, we have taken I2 is equal to integral this dx by 4 minus 2x dx by that one. Now what to do? For this, here it is the differentiation. Remember boys, this one is radical sign. This one is radical sign. I have written by mistake here. This one is under radical sign because we have taken the problem under radical sign. So that mistake I have done. So just put radical sign over here. Now we will try to take the differentiation of this is this one. So let 5 plus 4x minus x square is equal to t square. Now what happens if you differentiate it, you will get 4 minus 2x dx, that is 2t dt. 2t dt. This thing you will get. Now in the place of 4 minus 2x dx we have to put 2t dt, and then in the place of this we have to put t square. What happens? Therefore I2 is equal to integral 2t dt divided by t. You will find this t cancels out. So 2 comes out. So 2 integral dt, and the integral of dt is t, that is 2t, and the value of t, you know, that is root over 2 into root over 5 plus 4x minus x square. This is number 3. So you will get the value of I2 also. Therefore, I is equal to, that is I1 plus I2, what I have told you. So you just put down the value, sine inverse x minus 2 by 3 plus 2 root 5 plus 4x minus x square, and then plus c. So this is your answer. So this is type 2. And in type 2 we have discussed both types of problems, that is without radical sign and with radical sign. Boys, try to solve the problems from your exercise. We will discuss in next video type 3, 4 and 5, the 3 types together we will discuss. Okay, thank you boys.